Feisty smoke. That's right. That's what you need, that feisty smoke. Take away the damaging things. Yeah. Somebody call me a wizard. Whoa. You get it. Yo. What's up, my peaceful people? How y'all doing? Peace and love to all my peaceful people out there in YouTube land. Welcome to the show today. I know it's 7 cycle, alright? It's definitely 100%, I done did the math and whatnot, but, what's funny about that, so I knew that 7 cycle was supposed to come in, like yesterday I knew the 7 cycle would be in within the day, but I didn't know what time or anything like that. So I wake up and first thing is in my head is, today is the greatest day I've ever known. Can't live for tomorrow. Tomorrow's much too long. I cry my heart out. And I'm like, so I wake up like, the heck? Like, why is that? I gotta pay attention to, what's going on in the dome, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like, yeah, today's the greatest. So I'm like, why is Smashing Pumpkins in my head right now? Okay. So, some good stuff is going on, I'm like, yeah, I got some things to, some things to definitely rejoice about. Things like, but I'm thinking, well, that's me. That's not, is that the collective too? But then it's like, yeah, it's a collective, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I always say it, like, what's going on with y'all is going on with me. What's going on with me, what's going on with y'all. It's like, over the, when I was dealing with my stuff, right? And I was really, like, kind of tuned into tarot. When I got tuned into tarot, it really opened me up of how much this world is really, really a collective, like, of people. Like how the energies that are, governing the planet and governing events are governing the lives of people. Because I was going through something that I felt like was very unique to me. No. You know what I mean? I check out, the comments on these videos. I'm guided to a particular video. It's like, all right, well, check this out. So I check it out, and, like, I can say, I'm nodding my head, like, almost every sentence as these people are talking to me. And I'm like, whoa. And, the readings on it are, like, Shep's Tehuti, stuff like that. I'm like, whoa, like, this is my Shep's talking through people. Okay, all right, let me listen. But then I go to the comments. And the comments are like, yes, agreed, 100%, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a shocking event because I thought it was just me. I thought it was just me, but no, man. Like, people are, like, going through stuff in accord with what's going on in the atmosphere. Like, it's like, okay, when you meditate on it, it's like you see that God creates an order for all of this stuff. Our spirit is ordered to go through certain things based on a particular energy that shines upon the planet. You know what I mean? Shines upon, the whole, the understanding of our psychical body, the kaibit, and the ionosphere of the planet is like the same thing, It kind of receives the vibration of what's going on. And, just the realization that there's so many people that went through a similar ordeal that are going through the same stuff that I'm like, it's just too deep. That's too deep. You know what I'm saying? That's too deep. So I'm like, back to Smashing Pumpkins. You know what I'm saying? Something is telling you, that, it's about, I was checking it out. I kind of went to the lyrics. I said, let me pull up the lyrics, see if there's something here. And what I find is that, in the song, my man is talking about his, heroin thing, or, I don't know if it's necessarily heroin, but I do believe it's heroin because of certain things he said. You know what I mean? He's talking about a drug addiction at some point, but he said, today is the greatest day I've ever known. Can't live for tomorrow. Tomorrow's much too long. I burn my eyes out before I get out. Right? And, so it's like he's talking about different things in the song, but the main thing I picked up, before I decided to speak it out to y'all, I did a reading. Of course, I gotta do a reading. So I read, and it was Sebek Hetep. It was Sebek. You know what I mean? And I said, wait a second, Sebek? Well, I figured we have a few more hours before it was Sebek. And I look it up, and Sebek came in at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock a.m. This stuff was going on like 4:44, something like that. You know what I mean? And, I as a matter of fact, when I pulled that up, it was 5:12, Tehuti's number. So, I was like, whoa, so Sebek has been in for 12 minutes. I don't know if y'all notice all the threes, 444, or 5 o'clock is 5 o'clock, that's Heteru, but, Tehuti's number. Yeah, man, so Sebek at that point had been in, but I just found it funny that it was Smashing Pumpkins. I'm like, why I hadn't heard that song. Another one. See, that's the thing. Here's the thing. You know what I mean? And now I guess I'm on Sebek mode because I'm going all over the place. The thing is, when you purify your thoughts, when you order your thoughts, right? Then you can count on them. Then you can count on your thoughts. See, some of y'all can't even trust your thoughts. You can't trust your thoughts because you got Jay-Z, 50 Cent, you know what I mean, Lil Pump or whoever, y'all got some crazy people in your thoughts. Like, y'all don't got the right stuff in your thoughts, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta watch. I wonder what y'all waking up with. What's going on in your head when y'all waking up? You know what I mean? Man, you gotta clean and clear your thoughts out. You know what I'm saying? Go to sleep listening to your ancestors. That's how you wake up with some right stuff in you. Look at that. You hear that? I don't know, somebody calling me in the morning, but thanks for the confirmation. Go to sleep with your ancestors in your head, and you wake up with some real in the morning. I'm trying to tell you. But back to the song. So it was Sebek Hetep, and I did an E King. The E King was the 49th hexagram, straight up, no stress lines. And I ain't going to pull out the book and all that, but the 49 is all about making a change. It's all about revolution, making a change. You know what I mean? And it's like the now is the when you make the change. It's not tomorrow. You know what I mean? Tomorrow is much too long, is what he said in the song. And as I meditated on it, thought about it, I said, what came to me was how it's all about the now, the present moment. Today is the greatest day. Why is today the greatest day? Because that's how the spirit thinks. The spirit don't think about tomorrow. You have to live your tomorrow as if it was today. That's it. That's the key. The key is to live tomorrow as if it was today. Your goal, you have to live it now. Live as if you already see. You want to be a billionaire? Live right now as if you are a billionaire. Invoke the feeling. What's it going to feel like when you become a billionaire? Well, scratch that thought and go into trance with, I am a billionaire and this is how I feel. That's the revolution. That's the revolution that you make. Now, today is the greatest day I've ever known. Screaming in my head. Yeah, Yeah, man, I got rock in my head, definitely. I got all kinds of stuff in my head, man. I got good stuff, though. I got, you know what I'm saying? I be cultivating a lot of stuff in there. But, yeah, man, Smashing Pumpkins screaming in my head this morning. So, yeah, I don't know what's in the cards, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I was thinking about last week. One thing that came to me about that it was a ma'at, it was a dark deceased ma'at. And I was thinking about how, you know, get this off. Just thinking about faith. Yeah, that's part of it. Part of it is faith, you know. Y'all heard me downplay faith, but it's not that I'm downplaying faith. I'm downplaying blind faith, okay? But the thing about faith is, you know, you have a lot of people out here, people who resort to black magic, who the reason that they do this is because they lost faith in God, right? They forgot to be faithful. See, and that comes from a selfishness, you know? You are selfish when you negate what God is doing in your life. Negate the fact that you have lessons to learn. And part of what happens to you is what you do. You know, part of the lessons that you get have to do with what you put out there, what you doing in the world. And God says you have to sit down and realize this about your life. You are the master of your destiny. And if you don't see me moving in it, you got to look to you, you know. But what y'all did was y'all chose to not be faithful. Y'all chose to say, oh, screw God, I'm going to go to the devil. You know? Like, that's the answer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like, that's the answer, you know. Screw God, right, who's all about love, and go to the devil, and you wonder why you're getting hate, you know. I know your karma says that you're getting hate because that's how it goes, you know. You're getting a lot of ill stuff, some of y'all, you know, some of y'all living it up because, hey, man, Sebek gonna trick you. Sebek gonna make you think that that's what it is because, you know, it's all about your choices. You choose to reject God, now you'll get what you get. And Sebek's gonna trick you. The devil's a liar. That's what they say. They wasn't joking when they said the devil was a liar. But yeah, man, you know, so part of it has to do with the fact of, you know, it's like when things are not going like you want, your way, you know, first, before you start looking out there in the world and and this person, no, you pull up that mirror and look in there for the first answer because it's somewhere in there. You are the master of your destiny, you know. Meaning what you do has an effect on your life. Don't blame God. God ain't got nothing to do with it. God gonna leave it up to you. You know, you want God's blessings? Do the right thing. That's what God said. God said, do you deserve my blessings? You know what I'm saying? What have you done lately to deserve my blessings? Answer that. You know, you praying. You know, that's what some of y'all get, that result right there, that reaction. You know, God gonna laugh at you, say you praying. What? You better go do something. You know what I'm saying? Do something to say that you deserve my blessings. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, you know, living this walk, you know what I mean? Ah, man, and this for my black magic people, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I got compassion for y'all, man, because y'all God's children too. And it's a shame y'all went down the wrong road, man. Y'all went down the wrong road because y'all not faithful. You know, you don't believe in God. What's that? You know, oh, God wouldn't have let this happen to me. Why not? You signed up for that. You signed up for that lesson. Don't blame it on God. Don't blame nothing on God. It ain't God. God is a worthy steward of things. You know what I mean? God's going to put it out there. Look, you signed up for it to teach you a lesson, to show you something about life, about living. I don't care what the experience was. And I apologize to anybody that's endured some tragic event, okay? You know, I apologize to you just because, hey, you know, you're not, you know, maybe some of y'all don't get what I'm saying. But what I'm telling you is that there's no accidents on this planet. There's no accidents in your life. You know, and if you went through something, You signed up for it. You know, that's how it goes. Before we got here, we signed up for every experience. That's why, I had some tragedies, but my tragedies I let teach me, because that was the deal. You know, the deal was you're going to come here and you're going to have certain people do this, and this is going to be wrong, and this is going to be, you're going to struggle, you're going to listen, but it was like, hey, if you can be faithful and know about your connection with me, right? Then you'll get everything that you're supposed to get. Everything that you signed up for, you will get. You know what I mean? So it's about lessons, man. Y'all don't get, I say it every time. Life is a school. You have to be a student. And I don't care how much of a teacher you are. Okay? I don't care how much of a teacher you are. You could be a master. You are still a student to the eyes of God. You know what I'm saying? So you must live your life that way. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, okay, I'm preaching, whatever. Deal with it. I'm preaching, you know what I'm saying? Deal with it. Or turn the channel. I don't care, okay? But this is what got to come out. You know what I mean? This is what got to come out. You know what I'm saying? Faith. Have some faith, man. You know what I mean? Don't be selfish with life. There's too many people here. How you gonna be selfish? You know what I mean? Every 5 seconds you're gonna see somebody. Even if you go in the hermit, you're gonna hear somebody. Your neighbors, you know what I mean? Somebody gonna be walking too loud, talking too loud, playing the music too loud. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But it's life, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta realize and deal with it. Deal with life, man. Stop being unfaithful. Y'all gotta have some patience. You know what I mean? The world wasn't created in a day. And sometimes your blessings need working on. God ain't gonna talk to you about it all the time. You know what I mean? Some of y'all can't receive anyway. Some of y'all too clogged up to receive anything. You know what I mean? You gotta clear this ting, right? Clear this ting. You know what I'm saying? I ain't Jamaican, but clear this cooking pot. That's called a ting. You know what I'm saying? So you can get that good food to come in. So them thoughts can get pure. You know what I mean? So you can wake up with some real messages. Like, today is the greatest. Yo, man, I ain't smoking nothing. I swear to God. I just meditating. You know what I'm saying? Smoking the sage. That's about it. Yeah. All right, man. All right. So, it's Sebek cycle, y'all. Let's see what the card's talking about. Let's see what God is talking about for us. All right, I prayed already, so I ain't going to repeat that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. Nope, too many cards. Everything want to come out. All right, let's see. Here we go. Let's it out. Tehuti. We got Heruka Huti Tem Ma'at. Heruka Huti Tem Ma'at on the table. Heruka Tem is in the house. Sebek is also in the house. Sebek Tuchas. Right. Sebek Tuchas. Alright. Sebek Tuchas. Alright, we got Heruka Huti and Sebek in the house. Alright, man, let's see. Okay. Yeah, so I see something about patience right there. Some of us are moving too quick. You know what I mean? Goes along with what I said. It's like, we too quick. It's like hold your horses. That's what my grandma used to say. Hold your horses, boy. It was Heru Kahuti. Tem. That was Tem Ma'at. Something like that. Haruka Huti Tem Ma'at Sebek. Tuchas. That's what's on the table, folks, for the week. Alright. Can y'all read that? Oh, man. I'm excited today. Pardon me for my excitement. You know what I mean? You know, me and Sebek, we work closely together, me and Sebek. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that. But, yeah, Haruka Huti Tem Ma'at, man. You're moving too fast. You know, some of us are like just too much on go. You know what I mean? And, you know, you need to slow down to open the way a little bit. You know, well, when Haruka Huti is Tem, you definitely need to slow down. Probably a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, to open the way. You know? You know, Haruka Huti brings the war. You know? Haruka Huti brings the war. Sometimes, though, it's not about bringing the war. You know? When you are looking at life and trying to make something happen in life, you know, and then, you know, you turn to God, you don't want to you don't want to bring the war to God. You don't want to just resort to anger because you don't see God working in your life. No. Life is a test of challenges, you know. Life is a challenge. You know, it's all about what we set out to do for our development. You know, these things that we're dealing with, our contracts, these are all things that we came to learn and do. You know, some of y'all know your IO. Some of y'all don't. Y'all need to learn your IO. You know, come find out what your actual curriculum is. You know, deal with these Meduniter cards. You know what I mean? There's a reason why my channel is not popular. You know what I'm saying? You know, think about it. I'm the only one doing Meduniter readings out here. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people interested in Meduniter. My channel doesn't go all over the place. You know? And I've seen funny stuff, you know, there's all kinds of funny stuff going on. You see likes over here, and then you turn the page, you know, likes are going. You see numbers, you know, certain numbers over here on this page. Then you go to the studio, and the numbers are different. Like, what's that about? You know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. They control this, you know, platform or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here. You know, man, I do my thing. I ain't, you know, I don't have to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? I leave that up to God. But, yeah, you know, back to this Haruka Huti Tem. You know what I mean? Haruka Huti, when in his Tem mode, will burn up the wrong thing. You know? He set fire to something like on go, like, and just burn something up arbitrarily, like the wrong thing. You know? Watch what you burning up, running through here. Like, you know, everything don't deserve the fire, Haruka Huti. You know, sometimes, you know, you gotta chill. You know what I'm saying? Talk it out. Listen it out. You know what I mean? Listen, and have patience. You know, because, you know, God is not going to show you the whole thing right then. You know, back to look in the mirror. You know, there are things that you have to do. Because remember, God is right here. Oh, how about that? When you look into the mirror, you know, some of y'all looking for God and y'all like, oh, where you at? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You jump in your gun. God is right in front of you in that mirror. You know, and you stay there long enough, you'll see what God is trying to show you about your circumstance, about your life, about what's going on around you. You know? Yeah, man. Haruka Huti Tem is moving too fast. You know what I mean? Arguments. Look out for arguments, misunderstandings, conflicts. The answer is in the communication. There is a part of the story you don't know yet. So, to fly off is not the answer. It's not the answer to just go into fly off mode. Yeah. Let's talk to the I Ching. Straight stress, open. Straight stress, open, closed. Straight stressed, open, closed. Trigram Lee. Straight. Straight stress. Straight stress. Straight stress. Straight stress. It's hexagram 13 into the 62. 1362. Hexagram 13, lines 1, 5, and 6, stress changing into hexagram 62. Right, okay. We got Haruka Huti Tem, Sebek to Chas. So there is communications that are going awry. Alright? And we got the hexagram of fellowship. Alright, so somewhere in the group, right, somewhere in the fellowship, the community, or whatever it may be, right? That's a group, family, could be a family. Somewhere in there, the communications are going to be weird. Could be somebody talking some stuff about you. You know what I mean? 62. 62 is like, hey man, you know what I mean? Your position is weak. You have a weak position in this matter, right? Because if you are the two strong lines in the middle, you're being trapped by the two weak lines on the outside, right? So that's basically just saying you can't do nothing about whatever the thing is that's going on, right? But, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's, when your Sebek is right, then it's whatever, man. Everything rolls off. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's supposed to. You know what I mean? If your Sebek is right, then, you're going to manifest the right thoughts to deal with life. And that's it. Manifest the right thoughts to deal with life. You know what I mean? You have to program yourself with the right thoughts. That's what the tree is about, folks. You know what I mean? Some of y'all don't understand what I'm talking about. It's foreign to some of y'all, this stuff. I'm talking about these lines and this Sebek, this and Tehuti, Haruka Huti, and all of this stuff. Rukatu. That's that Rukatu-ish. Hey, man, you better get with it. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all gonna be looking for this Rukatu-ish in a minute. Watch. You know what I mean? Because, this is where the light is, for real. I'm teaching y'all about the tree of life. Okay? The tree of life. Everything is there. Everything is there. Everything about understanding this spirit is right there in that tree of life. You know what I mean? If you can digest that thing, then you walk with the church. You walk with the deities. You walk with a mind that is bright, full of the ideas that comes from this understanding of the spheres of your being. You know what I mean? You walk with the understanding of everything it is that you see, because everything that is in existence is right there in that tree. You know what I'm saying? There's a level of power that comes with that. You know what I mean? And in an insane world, a sane man appears insane. Yeah. Yeah, man. Take that one. In an insane world, a sane man appears insane. Yeah, man. So, don't be in the world and of the world. That's another one, right? Don't be in the world and of the world. Be in the world but not of the world. You know what I mean? If there were more people who were in this world but understood that they are not of this world, then we create a sane world. How about that? The world is insane because everybody is in their ego dealing with this world as if this was the end all. No, not at all. It's the illusion. This part is the illusion, folks. I feel sorry for those, who check themselves out. You feel, you got fooled. You know what I mean? People who check themselves out, man, condolences to anybody who has dealt with that. But yeah, man, y'all are like, you've been fooled. You fooled yourself. You came here and everything was all too real. And can you imagine putting on, some 3D virtual reality glasses and going up inside the thing and getting so wrapped up in it that, you can't deal with the struggle, so you take yourself out. It's like, yo, no, just take off the glasses before you take yourself out. Take off the glasses, man, before you take yourself out, man. You know what I mean? This is a virtual reality machine. This is a holodeck. Star Trekkies. Y'all know what I'm talking about. This is the holodeck. You know what I'm saying? We come down here to get these experiences, go through these events, you know what I mean? Be wrapped up in these emotions and all of that just to realize who we really and truly are. It's a big game. It's a big game. You know what I mean? And somebody just got mad at me. Some religious person just got mad at me. What can I do? You know what I'm saying? Better learn something about this tree, man. You know what I mean? You want to stress yourself out. You live in this game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. But okay. So back to the thing here. I think I'm rambling. Sevek is in the house. See what I mean? This is what I mean about living in core with the psychos, man. Sebek is like, touch me. You know what I'm saying? All I had to do was wake up on Sebek New Moon Day, and Sebek is in my spirit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So, the first line here in the 13 is, fellowship. This is when we reach off and start having fellowship. You know what I mean? We are, we confidently step into the world like, hey, let's be friends, or whatever the case is, right? You know what I mean? By the fifth line that is stressed, you got a situation where things aren't, what is that fifth line? Things are not the way that they should be. Let's see. Let's talk to the truant Shireos to see what he says about this fifth line. I don't know, for some reason it's not registering. It's just, I think that's the thing where fellowship. Men destined for fellowship first cry and weep. Afterwards they laughed. After great struggles they joined together. The key to establishing fellowship is depicted here. It is beautifully expressed thus by Confucius. Life leads the thoughtful man on a path of many windings. Now the course is checked. Now it runs straight again. Here winged thoughts may pour freely forth in words. There the heavy burden of knowledge must be shut away in silence. When two people who are at one in their inmost hearts, when two people are at one in their inmost hearts, they shatter even the strength of iron and of bronze. Right? And when two people understand each other in their utmost hearts or inmost hearts, their words are sweet and strong, like the fragrance of orchards. Interesting. These are small words, and I don't know if y'all noticed, but I didn't put on my Omen just now. I got a story about that, but not right now. Yeah. So, yeah. Right, so, okay, let me continue reading. These persons will be strong, purposeful, idealistic, persistent, intelligent, knowledgeable, warm-hearted, considerate, and willing to render service and nourishment to others. Right. Okay. Right. So, this points at a circumstance in fellowship where, you want to meet up with somebody, you want to get with somebody, and, circumstances prevent it. Could be circumstances that you're thinking, things prevent it. Could be a argument in the way, right? Stuff like that. Could be, maybe, I don't know, maybe somebody's scared to talk. You know what I mean? Could be that. You know what I mean? But then people come together and they meet and everything is cool, right? So this is fellowship after not having fellowship, after things go kind of awry, right? Line 6 is fellowship in the countryside, no error or regret. Fellowship in the country is not as wide as in the towns. This indicates that the time for the greatest fellowship is past, but that efforts towards fellowship by those possessing the qualities for organization and leadership should continue. Right? So basically that's the line right there. It's talking about how, the greatest opportunity for fellowship in this particular circumstance is gone. It's not really there, but you should still go for the fellowship. You should still, that doesn't mean you can't be friendly. That doesn't mean that you can't, continue to try and see the other point of view, right? That type of thing. All right, let's talk to the praxis to get more clarities. Alright, let's go to line 1. The cultivation of fellowship must be based on those spiritual principles that recognize the spiritual equality of all men. Here in line 1, we are admonished to recognize that we are at a stage where distinction between people, rank, social standing, education, etc., should not be factored in. Everyone must be treated equally. There must not be any side agreements or preferences given to others. So in coming to meet with others, we are not biased. We are not prejudiced. You know what I mean? We are open as we come forward for fellowship here at line 1. So, you know what I'm saying? Herukahuti. Herukahuti can many times be prejudice, right? Herukahuti is, no, don't let them in here. Who them? They're from over there. Don't let them over here. But Sebek is on the table, right? Sebek is the answer, not the contentiousness that Herukahuti is bringing here in this reading. Sebek is on the table. What's that? Sebek is communicative, right? Sebek is talking, right? Sebek is, move it in a sociable way. You know what I'm saying? Communication. You know what I mean? We talking about it. Let's talk it out. Let's hash it out. Let's wrap it out. That's Sebek. Line 5. This line indicates the overcoming of difficulties that were experienced in cultivating fellowship where others outside of our closest sphere of union, family, close friends, yet share common values, or with friends with whom we have estranged. Good fortune. Focus on spiritual principles to bring about the reunion that is demanded by this hexagram. Okay, so line 5 basically is about sort of coming together after a disagreement, right? Or, in spite of some strangeness between you, giving somebody a chance even though you don't like their skin color or where they come from or their background. Something like that. All right, line 6. True fellowship with all is the ultimate goal of the divine plan. Here, we are in fellowship with others who do not share our deepest values, ideas, lifestyle, etc. We must not regret that our fellowship with such people lacks the warmth, which characterizes fellowship with those closest to us. The error is caused by the propensity to base fellowship on the feeling of warmth. Okay, let's run that back. The error is caused by the propensity to base fellowship on the feeling of warmth. Okay, like, I don't like them over there. You know, maybe they got something you need to know. Maybe they got something you might want to have too, if you can talk it over. I don't know. This is wrong, as warmth is a blind emotion which should not be taken as a guide to conduct. Warmth, a blind emotion that should not be taken as a guide to conduct. Right. Meaning we can't let our emotions guide us, lead us. You know, we live in a world where others are here. There's a practicality that needs to be, you know, that the emotions need to be tempered by. You know what I mean? Because the emotions going to do their weird old thing based on the planets, you know what I mean? Or based on the argument that we just had with the mate, or the mom, or the dad, or the brother, or whatever, right? If, you know, we don't know how to separate that, right? You know what I'm saying? Emotions can do something weird, so they need to be checked and balanced. Meditation on the divine law, on the laws of the divine spirit, to cultivate the strength of Chien to overcome emotions and selfishness is recommended. Okay, so we're receiving instructions on how to have successful fellowship, how to come together successfully in a group. You know? Yeah, we have prejudices, we have predilections, we have things that we come in this thing with, right? Ideas about other people, and you know, how they clash against our own ideals and whatnot like that. You know what I'm saying? But this is saying that, you know, for true fellowship to occur, you know, sometimes you got to put that to the side, you know what I mean? You know, you could be building something that is an altruistic type of thing. Something that's, you know, going to help other people, you know what I mean? Or, you know, something that is beyond just your 3 feet, you know what I'm saying? You're getting with others, you're coming together for a reason. There's different people here. You have to, you know, open up, you know? You have to have fellowship. You have to have, you know, sebek, right? You gotta open up. You gotta be, you know what I mean? You gotta give and receive ideas. You gotta receive ideas so that you can give your ideas, you know? It's a give and take in life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so this goes into the 62, right? The 62 is like, there's other people here. You're not going to be able to control everything all the time. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your position is going to be not the head. You know what I mean? And you have to, you know, be nimble. You know what I mean? You gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be nimble. You have to be able to, you know, step right. You know what I mean? Step right. Don't step wrong. You know, when you are not in charge, you know, when you're not, you know, at the head of the thing, you know what I'm saying? Don't come in with contentions, you know what I'm saying? You're in a weak position, you know, in your point of fellowship, you know, or weaker, you know what I'm saying? Your position within the group precludes you to be moving with your bully foot, as Busta Rhymes would say. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, man. So that's that, right? Let's talk to the tarots. See what the tarot talk about. Yeah, man. Fellowshipping. So springtime, you know what I mean? Springtime is at the end of this month. You know what I mean? People are communicating. You know what I'm saying? People trying to put stuff together, trying to get with each other to create things and whatnot like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff going on. Stuff is going zone, Jack. Oh, wow. 10 of Pentacles, Justice is on the table in the split. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is trying to come together. Right? We got interesting stuff on the table, man. Talk to us, Tarot. Go ahead and say it. The Wheel of Fortune in the upright. That's a good thing. I like it. Oh, Ten of Pentacle on the bottom. Whoa, that is a very good thing. We like this. Ah, the Hanged Man is there as well. So, yeah. So this is still we applying patience, right? The Wheel of Fortune is on the case, okay? That's the first card. Fell right out, just like that. Wheel of Fortune. So the wheel is turning in your favor this week, folks. Look for the wheel to go the right way, all right? You know what I'm saying? There is an opportunity for some level of abundance, okay? So, you have to maintain this, right? By being in your meditational, right? By, don't get too, anxious, right? Don't, watch being anxious. Watch being, what you call, oh boy, here we go with my sebek. Watch being overzealous, right? With that Tehuti temp, right? You want to get things done, right? You're impatient. Watch that. That's an issue, right? Sebek is in the house. The way is opening up. You know what I'm saying? You got to add your patience there, right? Ten of Pentacles. The Hanged Man, right? So the Hanged Man, yeah, hey man, just hang out like dude. Like, you see how my man, he looked like he looked like he dead, you know what I'm saying? But he just meditating, you know what I'm saying? He looked like he dead, but no, it's all good. See, because the sky is bright. We got the hawk is in the sky. He's protected the sky. You know what I mean? This hawk is communicating with the sky right now. He just needs him to be here, right? He needs to be here. Just meditate this thing out, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't, everything good is in front of you. You got the Wheel of Fortune there. The Ten of Pentacles is there, right? So just meditate it out. You're going to just wait it out, right? For some people, this is just waiting, right? Waiting with the eye on the prize. You know what I'm saying? Meditating on the prize. That's what this hawk is here representing. Meditating, right? This is a funny card. This makes me laugh because dude look dead. But he not dead. You know what I mean? You can see because he got the 4, right? That, somewhere that's a 4, right? Right? That 4 is representing, Jupiter, right? Jupiterian is good fortune, right? So, this is Tehuti, right? Tehuti, he meditating. He meditating this thing out. And you can see that hawk is there, is overlooking the situation, right? Bright skies. The hawk is on the case, protecting my man, you know what I mean? While he wait for his manifestations to come into event, right? To come into, into fruition. Yeah, man. This was going down, folks, all right? You know what I'm saying? Get your Ten of Pentacles grind on. So what is it that you are, making? You know what I'm saying? This looks like, this could be, some fortune that you come into, a career move, right? A move, that is going to get you pentacles, You look, hey, the woogly workers are there, right? They're still sending you thoughts, even though it's not on the table. You know what I mean? Tehuti Tem is on the table. So, watch your urge to be impatient. Watch your urge to be overzealous in your, your communications, right? Be cool, be easy and breezy about the situations, and meditate on what you're doing before you do it, because that's how the thoughts are going to clear up. You know what I mean? This Hanging Man is about putting the right thoughts in your head. Like I said, every Sebek cycle, y'all. All right, Sebek is all about the thoughts. It's all about what's going on in the dome. You know what I'm saying? Put the right things in the dome this cycle. You know what I mean? We've been in Sebek cycle for about 2 hours now. You know what I'm saying? So you read at the beginning. Y'all probably won't get this till like 12 o'clock, something like that. But yeah. All right, we still at the beginning. It's the new moon, folks. Put them good thoughts in your head. Y'all who have things that you're trying to do, right? Things that you're trying to manifest, things that you want to see from your person, things that you want to see in your world, right? Today is the greatest day, okay? So see them as if it is today. Feel them as if it is today. You hear that? You hear that, right? That's Tehuti, right? He said, yeah. He said, yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's Tehuti talking back. See the thing as done, and it is done, right? You know, honor God. But remember, you are the master of the universe, right? See, we never said that, we, are God, over your life or things like that. No. Get me right before you want to beat me up in the comments, Christian. You know what I mean? Muslim or whoever, just cynical troll. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you are out there trying to troll. You know what I mean? Get it right. You know what I mean? You have the responsibility of creating your life because you are a creator. You came from the creator. So the creator is there in you. Don't shirk your responsibility. Create. You know what I'm saying? Don't look for nothing else to do it for you. You create. Write your book. Do your exercise. Stop, put down that thing that's controlling your spirit, right? Drop that individual that's controlling your spirit. You know what I mean? An innocent man remains unprisoned. Yeah. So be an innocent man and walk away from your prisons. That's all I got, folks. Hopefully that helps. And if it does, then, drop me a little bit of love in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Drop me a like or two. You know what I'm saying? All right. Peace and love, my people. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all get everything you want this week and beyond. All right? Peace, y'all.